Hello. Someone a while back asked me to show how I lay a fire, not just lighting it. There's many ways of laying a fire. A lot of people get really fancy about it. Building up a teepee of sticks and a log cabin of sticks, but really that's just a waste of time and just fanciful. There's no real need for it. It's one of those things, I guess, that's come along in later years with so-called bushcraft skills. They feel they need to make more effort to do something. But really no effort is needed. I'll show you how I lay a fire today. Normally I'll dig out a bit of a fire pit, sometimes quite deep. It helps contain the fire. I don't get ashes blowing around the place, and it's just something I've got used to doing. I can fill it in afterwards and cover up the fire, and then you probably wouldn't even know I've been there. I always use a rock surround because it not only contains the fire, but it puts the heat, reflects the heat back into my shelter. And when I'm camping in winter, which I mostly do in winter rather than summer, it's winter now actually, but no snow as yet, then I need a fire to keep me warm. I only travel with one blanket, so I need the fire to keep me warm on really cold nights, and I need it within reach. So I'll lay my fire close to the shelter, and I'll build myself a pile of sticks and firewood close by, so I don't have to get out of my bedroll, and I can just collect the sticks at night and throw it on the fire and keep it going. Usually when it dies down and gets real cold, I start to feel the cold, and that wakes me up, so I can stoke the fire. Okay, well, let's get on with it. I'll take some closer shots of where I put the fire, and then I'll show you how I actually lay it. Here you can actually see the rocks around for my fireplace, and that's where I'll be laying the fire, just inside there on the other side of those rocks. I've just taken some bark off this stringy bark tree here to use for kindling, and over there you can see I've got some mountain gum bark on the other side, and two different sizes of sticks there, and down here I've got some dry grass, and I've got a pile of larger sticks. Behind me, or to one side of me, I'm starting another pile of other sticks, which I will carry on and build up later on. And always put some in the back of your shelter when you've got your oilcloth up. Get a pile of kindling and whatever you need to restart a fire if it dies down to coals in the night. And if it rains or snows, then you're going to be in trouble if you haven't got anything handy. So put it in the back of your shelter first up, and it's there then in the night if you have to restart the fire. Here's the stringy bark, and we just pull it apart. Rough it up a bit, and make some kindling for starting the fire. Okay, now down there you can see I've got some, I put some logs down there, some larger pieces of wood. Right here, and what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take some get a few bigger sticks, or just lay on the bottom. You don't have to do this, but just something that I do. And I get some twigs, or in this case I'm putting up some mountain gum bark, mountain gum, manna gum, any of the ribbon bark trees. This sort of stuff is really good. This is for Australia, of course. You've no doubt got other stuff overseas in other countries that you can use. After I put that on there, I'll put some twigs on. The reason I'm doing this, of course, is that it gives me a gap underneath here, and it allows air to get underneath this when it catches fire. There's no good if you lay a fire directly on the ground and then start putting stuff on it. There's a chance that you're actually going to smother it and put it out. So you can build this up as pretty much as you like. Right up front, put some heavier stuff on it. It's not going to crush anything because it's up against the log at the end, and there's a gap underneath all the time, so it's no problem. Okay, that's the first part done. Now we've actually got to make fire.